My name's Louise Hatch. I'm the co-owner of Dragonfly Lifestyle here in Greenwich, South East London. I've had the business about 20 months now. I originally found out about my hearing loss about 8 years ago. I had experienced sudden onset tinnitus, which didn't go away, and it lasted for a couple of months. After the testing, I was told by the consultant there that I have a congenital sensory neural hearing loss. It affects conversational interaction, and certain mid-frequency tones. So day-to-day life was becoming a struggle. And when I got the diagnosis, I then realised exactly what had been going on. I was finding that I was struggling more and more with listening effort, particularly with the business, countless customer interactions, phone calls, event organising. It was just, my poor brain at the end of the day was just tired. And then I had a period of really low energy, and I just thought, I've got to sort this out for my well-being. So I took a decision to go and see somebody, a private audiologist, find out where I was at with my hearing, get an updated audiogram, and then take it from there as to see whether the Oticons would be suitable for what I needed. The day I left the fitting appointment, I was with a friend and we went for coffee, walked around the town centre just to get used to things. And I actually replied when she asked me something from 2 metres behind. Never happened before. That is almost like my blind spot behind there. I don't, unless I'm looking at someone, I'm a self-taught lip reader, so I tend to use that a lot. And we both commented because it was like, she went, "You heard it?" And I went, "Yeah, I did." And that was the moment when I thought, there's already a difference, a massive difference. And that was refreshing, because then we carried on doing a bit of shopping. And basically from then on, I started to notice that I wasn't what I call leaning in. With hearing loss, for me particularly, there's a lot of this. It's kind of watching, and it's kind of, and that is the exhausting bit. So with these, I find that I have what I like to call peripheral hearing. I can hear things from behind, I can hear people at the side, sometimes too much now, I realise some people. Anyway, and each side, rather than having to just be, it's almost like the tunnel vision has gone like that. And that is the main difference, and that has brought much more energy. I'm much more energised and confidence, because it's not particularly nice to be in a group of people and you miss things and you're a little bit out of the loop and you can't quite catch what went on, and you know, in the end you kind of give up because you think, oh, it's too exhausting, I've lost a thread here. Whereas these really help me to kind of stay present and stay in the loop in group conversation. I feel they are taking the strain from me. And that's something else. The environment I find the Oticon Opn's most useful in is my working environment. Having taken on the business 20 months ago and an increased workload, and therefore more customer interactions, phone calls, which are always a struggle for me, but these definitely help with that. And also just having conversations with customers. I'm not mishearing, because that can lead to all sorts of confusions. And it's taken the strain. Again, they've taken the strain. The place where I work is quite a long, narrow room. People are at the front of the shop, I'm at the back. I always used to have to go and stand next to them to hear what they were requesting. Now I can pretty much do it from the back of the room. So in that sense, again, they're doing the work for me while I do my work. So that works brilliantly for me.
With the constant effort of listening all the time, I didn't realise that I've learnt such a lot as how hard it's been for her. Really having to intently concentrate on conversation is very tiring. She doesn't have to do that now. So I think it just makes it so much easier and makes her so much happier. And as this is an everyday, we're here all day, every day. So, you know, if it helps that much, it's got to improve her general quality of life, I think, not just the business quality of life. When we go out socially as well, just sitting in the pub opposite, which is our local, I've just noticed a real difference in just, yeah, her level of interaction, because it's easier.
The Oticon Opns have helped in more subtle environments too. One of the programs I have is Tinnitus support. So, end of the day, I finish work, I go home, I like a bit of peace and quiet. With tinnitus, you don't often get peace and quiet. Well, you don't get peace and quiet, full stop. So if I'm feeling particularly stressed or particularly tired, I'll switch to what I've got this program for. And on there I have rain sounds. You can have all different types of sounds. There's oceans, there's rain, there's really soothing sounds, natural sounds. I've had mine set to rain, and I just switch it to program 4, and it's there in the background. It takes my brain away from the tinnitus. It creates another sound that is a distraction for me, like habituation. So I'll use that while I'm home for a while and just let that be, and then I'll switch back to my everyday use after maybe 20 minutes, and it has a lasting effect because my brain's been taken away. It's been made busy by something else. So that then gives me time to just unwind and then get on with my evening and relax and do the things I like to do. So for that in itself, it's priceless. The Oticon Opns have made massive changes to my life. I call them game changers because I think I hadn't realised how much I was missing before with my hearing. And suddenly there's things I'm walking on the street and I think, what, you know, it's almost like I'm learning new things every day because it's different sounds, and I'm having to sort of put kind of words to them really. So that's amazing. I feel more confident because I am able to go into situations on my own, deal with things. Sometimes in the past I do rely on people sometimes to flag up things I've missed. Doorbells, phones, you know, etc. And that's fine, but I wanted to be more empowered. I wanted to have choices, and that's what the Opns have brought for me. And with the tech that they have, with the internet connected, you can run things like your smart doorbells, you can have coffee machines go. It makes you have more choice, more independence, and more freedom. What's not to like? I would say, if you can create the opportunity and can find a way of doing it, invest in yourself. Really invest in yourself. It's the way forward. My favourite new noise is my mum's voice. We had a dinner out and she was sat to my left. I always sit opposite her, sat to my left. I heard every single word. That's just amazing.